I would say this fight is crazier than the Chimaev vs DDP fight. Johnny Walker just made UFC history right here. Something Alex Pereira, Carlos Prates, and Charles Oliveira could not do. And that is break the 2025 Brazilian main event curse. This may be a bold statement, but Johnny Walker came into this fight doing the most Johnny Walker thing and made himself not Brazilian so the curse won't affect him. That night it was Muhammad Wakalayev and he became transracial for one night. Whoa, hold up, what a bold statement, where is this coming from? So I was rewatching Atlanta, the TV show, and there was an episode in season 2 parodying a transracial black guy who thinks he's a white 30-year-old man. It's for comedy, but Donald Glover was directing it, so it was obviously super exaggerated for comedic purposes and also hinting a little bit of social commentary. And who would have thought this was actually manifested, and in the UFC, out of all places. So before we jump into the Johnny Walker fight, let's do a quick 1-minute recap of the Brazilian main event curse, because my video about it was aging very well until this fight happened. So from the top, all the Brazilian fighters who headlined a main event will always lose in 2025. Amanda got submitted in round 3, Moicano got submitted in round 1, Gregory got TKO'd in round 4, Pereira lost by decision, Diego Lopez lost via decision, Prates lost by decision, Figgy lost via TKO and possible big leg injury, Gilbert Burns lost in round 1, Oliveira got destroyed in round 1, and Teixeira lost in round 1 as well. So let's quickly dive into this main event, Johnny Walker vs Yang Mingyang. Johnny Walker, first 3 seconds into the fight, does a full copy of Chimaev when he fought against Kevin Holland. The fake high glove touch and everything. The only difference is that Johnny Walker got mounted in the first 3 seconds. Well, it was nearly a full mount. If it was, I think that would have been a world record, and I believe it would be a record not even Chimaev could break. But this was all according to plan. Zhang has always won his fights in round 1, meaning he's a very explosive fighter. So spend the first 2 minutes in the ground game and a lot of his cardio will go out the window. You just need to survive round 1. And this isn't me being ironic or being sarcastic, but Johnny was actually smart as fuck in the game plan. He kept his range and shot for clinches and went for the long-ranged calf kicks. Really goes to show the age gap where Zhang is only 27 years old. And also knowing Zhang has no round 2 experience in the UFC as well. Now for round 2. Zhang is even more frustrated at Walker and just wants the highlight KO to satisfy his hungry fans at home territory. Little did he know that was the downfall. Just wanting to exchange in boxing so he can KO the chinny Johnny Walker. He kept falling for the calf kicks until he could not take it anymore. And after a bit of ground and pound, Johnny Walker finally TKOs the Chinese fighter, breaking the Brazilian main event curse. Actually, I think this was a bit exempt because he came in not Brazilian, so there was no curse to begin with.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 2. Referee Mark Goddard puts a halt to the fight for your winner by TKO, Johnny Walker!
Luck was so much on Johnny's side, he even said he didn't even know what happened.
Bro, just kick. I have no idea what's happening here.
And it makes it even more funny because the Johnny Walker fight was the only Brazilian main event that is labeled, a layup fight. Easiest KO win for Ming Yang, and he lost. The future Brazilian main events actually look normal if they were to lose and follow the Brazilian main event curse. So I'm not even going to be surprised if the curse isn't even broken and all the other future Brazilian main event fights still end up making the Brazilians lose. Alex Pereira, not that shocking if he loses. Oliveira, too short of a comeback, not surprised if he loses against Fiziev. I apologize, I keep forgetting how to pronounce your name. Bahario loses on paper, but I would say it's still considered a pick'em fight against Imavov. João Silva is more dog than man, so possibly that makes him not a Brazilian man or human. His persona is too strong that he's just an animal, but still, he's fighting Diego Lopes, who is a super good fighter compared to the rest of João Silva's resume. So out of all of these confirmed events, it's just crazy how Johnny Walker took the most Johnny Walker approach, and it actually worked out so well for him.
Yeah, guys, I was very confident. And look, whoop, I shoot, bro. Listen, my takedown was very good shoot, but the ending wasn't good. He's not very confident anymore. Boom, big kick. He changed base, he did a little lump, and boom, one kick, he fell there, and another kick, he fell. And I can see on his face, he's like, ah. Send this vlog or this video for your MMA friend that like me and like MMA. And yeah, I'll see you next time.